Greetings. I think we've all wondered where Frodo sailed with Bilbo and Gandalf, or what became of the members of the Fellowship after the war. These are the questions I'll try to answer in today's video. The first members of the Fellowship to leave Middle-earth, aside from Boromir, were Frodo and Gandalf. Back in Minas Tirith, Arwen offered Frodo a gift, the chance to sail west in her place, having asked Gandalf for this favor. Exhausted from bearing the ring's burden, never fully healed from the Morgul blade wound and Shelob's bite, Frodo eventually accepted the gift. He journeyed to the Grey Havens alongside Gandalf, Elrond, Galadriel, and his beloved uncle Bilbo, and set sail. To where? To the island of Tol Eressëa near Valinor. As you may recall from previous videos, Arda, the world, once held two continents, Aman and Middle-earth. In the earliest days of Arda, after the tumult of creation subsided, one of the Valar, Auli, crafted two great lamps. One stood in the south, the other in the north. This began the Age of Lamps, but Melkor destroyed them, unleashing cataclysms that reshaped the land. It was during this destruction that Tol Eressëa was formed. Later, in the Age of the Trees, after the elves awoke, the Vala Orome found them and summoned them to Valinor. To ferry the elves across the sea, another Vala, Ulmo, Lord of Waters, detached the island of Tol Eressëa from its foundations and used it as a ship. The island later settled in the Bay of Eldamar, near Valinor. Its capital was the white stone city of Avalone, home mostly to the sea elves, the Teleri. After the rebellion of the Noldor in Aman, most Noldor departed for Middle-earth, incurring the Valar's wrath. From then on, the westward path was barred by enchantments preventing mortals from crossing the sea. When the war against Morgoth ended, and he was cast beyond the world, the elves' return path opened. Many Noldor and Sindar of Middle-earth settled on Tol Eressëa. After the downfall of Numenor, which I've mentioned before, Arda became spherical, and the continent of Aman, along with Tol Eressëa, was removed from the physical world. Only elves and a few mortals granted special grace could reach it by sailing west on ships crafted and hallowed for the journey. These ships departed at sunset, vanishing into twilight as they left the physical world, never to return. Those who sailed west passed out of history. After the war with Sauron, most elves had already sailed west. This was the path open to Frodo and Bilbo. Gandalf, however, returned to Valinor. No, Frodo did not live eternally on the island. The Undying Lands are meant for elves. Mortals there do not gain immortality. They age and die, but live in peace and healing. Now, regarding the rest of the Fellowship, Aragorn ascended the throne of Minas Tirith as king of the reunited kingdom of Arnor and Gondor. He married Arwen, and his reign brought peace and prosperity to Middle-earth. Gondor regained its might and splendor. Aragorn, now called King Elessar, restored the ancient city of Annúminas as the capital of the northern kingdom. Ithilien was settled by elves, with Faramir and his wife Éowyn as its rulers. Under Elessar's rule, many roads were rebuilt, laws protecting hobbits and the Shire were enacted, and trade with Erebor's dwarves and Dale's people flourished. The alliance between Gondor and Rohan strengthened. After 120 years of joyous rule, Aragorn, surrounded by love and glory, felt old age approach and knew his time was ending. As descendants of Elros, Númenorian kings had triple the lifespan of mortals, but could not end their lives willingly. Later, Númenorian kings grew proud and clung to life, but Aragorn refused to die in senility. Though Arwen's heart understood his choice, she begged him to stay. Gently but firmly, he refused. King Elessar went to the Silent Street, lay upon his tomb, bid farewell to his son, Eldarion, and passed the crown and scepter to him. To quote directly from The Return of the King's Appendices, "He took her hand and kissed it, then fell asleep. His face grew fair again in death, blending youth, valor, and the majesty of age. There he lay, the image of the glory of the kings of men." Arwen left the house, the light in her eyes extinguished. Her face turned cold and gray, like winter dusk. After bidding farewell to Eldarion, her daughters, and all she loved, she departed Minas Tirith for Lorien. There she wandered alone among fading trees until winter. Galadriel and Celeborn had long since left, and silence ruled the woods. When the last leaves fell, Arwen lay upon Cairn Amroth's hilltop and slept. There her green grave remains until the world changes and memory fades. Such was Aragorn and Arwen's fate. As for Legolas and Gimli, during the War of the Ring their unlikely friendship surprised many. After the war, Gimli vowed to show Legolas the beauty of the glittering caves, which he'd glimpsed at Helm's Deep. In return, Legolas wished to visit Fangorn Forest. The caves so moved Gimli that he delivered an impassioned speech, astonishing Legolas with his eloquence. "If dwarves knew of this," he declared, "they'd journey here endlessly, paying pure gold just to gaze upon it." Later, Legolas kept his word and visited the caves with Gimli. Upon returning, the elf admitted defeat. "A dwarf has outdone an elf in a battle of words, a first. We must hurry to Fangorn to restore balance." Gimli brought dwarves to the glittering caves and settled there. Legolas led elves to Ithilien, one of Middle-earth's fairest lands. After Elisar's death, Legolas built a ship in Ithilien and sailed west with Gimli. The dwarf was granted the rare honor of visiting the Undying Lands, likely due to Galadriel's intercession. Peregrine took married and had a son, Faramir. He later became Thine, while Meriadoc Brandybuck ruled Buckland. Both were appointed advisors to the Northern Kingdom. At 102, Merry and Pippin left their estates to their heirs and journeyed to Rohan at King Eomer's summons. After Eomer's death, they settled in Gondor, where they lived out their days. Both were buried among Gondor's greatest. Finally, Samwise Gamgee. Returning home, Sam married Rosie and had a daughter, Elenor. After bidding Frodo farewell at the Grey Havens, Sam became mayor and an advisor to the Northern Kingdom. Elenor served as Queen Arwen's handmaiden. Peregrine's son, Faramir Took, married Sam's second daughter, Goldilocks. Sam was re-elected mayor 7 times. After Rosie's death, Sam visited Elenor one last time, entrusted her with the Red Book, and at age 102, sailed west from the Grey Havens, the last ring-bearer to depart. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Good luck to all.